Hello again, and welcome to Cooking with Ochi. This month, I'm going to make for you one of my favorites, refried beans. We're going to start from the beginning, and for all of my young viewers, which I have a lot of, there are some things that I need you to remember. We always start off by washing our hands and cleaning our environment, okay? So let's hold on 1 second and let's get that done. Get my crock pot, and for my refried beans, I like to use a variety. These are navy beans, black beans, pinto beans, and red beans. And these are the small red beans. Sometimes I only use black beans and pinto beans. It just is really about my creativity and what I feel. It's about what I have available, what I want to use. I even use a Stasi bean sometimes. So go bean crazy, knock yourself out, it's okay. Here are my beans right here. I'm going to move this out of the way. I have limited space, unfortunately. And I've already cleaned up my area, but I'm going to wipe it down again just one more time. Oh, and I want to say, this is also to young people, but to everyone. Make sure you wash your dish racks out, once or twice or more a month, depending on what you see. Because a lot of times, we forget about our dish rack. That, debris falls in here, dust gets on here because they sit around all day in the open air. And when you wash your dishes, you don't want to put your dishes into an unclean dish rack because they pick up bacteria. And then you're putting that into your mouth and ingesting that bacteria. So make sure you clean out your dish rack. I'm not going to use all of these beans to make my refried beans. I decided I should also make just a little bit of chili because it's cold outside and I do want some chili. I used to do this with the blender, but unfortunately last month I burned the blender out making beans. It was not the type of food processor, it wasn't a food processor, so it wasn't able to handle the thick beans. This is just too big to really do a good job mashing beans, you know what I mean? So this is not really a good idea to use. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put some bell pepper, some garlic, onion, and I like just a little butter to saute my onions and my garlic in. So that's what I'm going to do next. So come with me over here. I'm going to grate my onions up. I could grate them into the beans, but I like to grate them directly into the skillet. And I like sweet bell peppers. Green's fine too. Before I let all the flavor just completely cook out, I add my beans. But I wanted to pick up some of that flavor. Onions kind of getting to my eyes. That was one good onion, let me tell you. Wow. I don't use oil or lard. Some people say, well, I'm not frying my beans. You know what? Technically, you're right. I'm not frying the beans. And that's okay. Because we know that fried food is not really good for us. So thank you for coming with me today. I hope you enjoyed the Texans game. Good luck to the Texans. I hope you enjoyed making refried beans with me. Take care. And of course, as always, don't live to eat. Eat to live. Bye-bye now.
This is my time with you.
I like cast iron because if you season them properly, food doesn't really stick. So you have that non-stick coating. You don't have to buy Teflon or some of the other things, specially coated pans or that new green one. Cast iron works just as well and is more durable. I've had these for years.